Trump says peace talks are happening. Iran says that is a lie. And while both sides argue over diplomacy, this war has now entered day 25, with more missiles, more destruction, and a global energy crisis that is starting to hit countries far outside the Middle East. Here is what happened today. Donald Trump claimed the United States is in discussions with Tehran and suggested that a broader peace agreement may be possible. But Iranian officials immediately rejected that claim, calling it fake news and a big lie. Tehran says Washington is not trying to make peace, it is trying to buy time while more troops move into the region. And that is what makes this moment so dangerous. One side says negotiations have started, the other says the whole thing is political theater. At the same time, Trump has stepped back from one of his biggest threats, for now. After giving Iran a deadline to reopen the Strait of Hormuz, he has now delayed planned US strikes on Iranian power plants and energy infrastructure for 5 days. But the strait is still effectively closed, and Iran says its position has not changed. More than 1,000 cargo ships have been affected, oil prices are back above $100 a barrel, and countries are now openly panicking about fuel supplies. The Philippines has declared a national energy emergency. South Korea's prime minister cancelled a trip to deal with the fallout. Japan, which gets nearly all of its oil through Hormuz, is also under pressure. And the military escalation did not stop. Iran launched another missile barrage at Israel. In the Gulf, Saudi Arabia intercepted around 20 drones in its eastern province, while Bahrain says it has now intercepted 153 missiles and 301 drones since the war began. The BBC also reports that an Iranian missile hit a military base in Bahrain in one of the kingdom's worst attacks of the war so far. British forces shot down 14 kamikaze drones overnight in Iraq, the highest number they have brought down in a single night since the conflict started. Meanwhile, the human cost keeps getting worse. Iran says more than 82,000 civilian structures have been damaged or destroyed by US and Israeli strikes. In Lebanon, at least 1,072 people have been killed and nearly 3,000 wounded since Israel's renewed offensive began this month. Israel is now moving to establish control over a large security zone in southern Lebanon up to the Litani River, while bridges and fuel infrastructure are being destroyed, making it even harder for civilians to escape or for aid to get in. So that is day 25. Trump says talks are real. Iran says they are fake. The bombs have not stopped, the oil crisis is spreading, and this war is no longer just about Iran and Israel. It is starting to reshape the global economy in real time. Subscribe now, day 26 drops next.